Well, good afternoon, everybody, and a very warm welcome to you all. My name is Paul O'Byrne, and I am the Dean of the De Groot School of Medicine and Vice President of the Faculty of Health Sciences at McMaster University. I also have the privilege of being the Master of Ceremonies this afternoon for this celebratory event, being held to announce the creation of an important new research chair and to announce the inaugural chair holder. This position will have an extremely important impact on our focus on some of the most vulnerable in our society. Autism in children is often seen as a spectrum with a range of impact, but affects 1 in every 66 children in Canada. Other neurodevelopmental conditions, such as learning disabilities, developmental delay, attention deficit hyperreactivity, or cerebral palsy, are estimated to collectively impact 1 in every 7 Canadian children. These are conditions that have impact for a person's lifetime, and there is a dire need for better advocacy, leadership, research, and partnership to improve the lives of children with autism and neurodevelopmental conditions. Towards achieving this goal, I am really delighted to announce the creation of the McMaster Children's Hospital Chair in Autism and Neurodevelopment. This new and very prestigious position has been created by Hamilton Health Sciences and McMaster Children's Hospital through the Hamilton Health Sciences Foundation and is supported by the Department of Psychiatry and Behavioral Neurosciences at McMaster. This is the latest in a large number of strong collaborations with our largest academic hospital partner and its foundation. And I would like to welcome to our event today Hamilton Health Sciences President and CEO, Rob McIsaac, Hamilton Health Sciences Foundation President, Pearl Vendema, and President of the McMaster Children's Hospital, Dr. Bruce Squire, as well as clinicians and staff of our hospitals. I thank them immensely for their generous support for this world-class initiative. I would also like to welcome Dr. Nick Cates, Professor and Chair of our Department of Psychiatry and Behavioral Neurosciences, and thank him for his leadership in creation of this position. I also want to welcome the faculty and staff of the department and the Offord Center for Child Studies. I'm also absolutely delighted to announce that the inaugural chair holder for this important position is somebody who has established and grown his career at McMaster, Dr. Stelios Georgiades. One of the advantages of having to hold a virtual celebration is that we can have many people able to join, not only from here in Hamilton, but across Canada and around the world. And I would like to welcome all of those from organizations and agencies connected with the improvement of treatment and care for those with autism and neurodevelopmental disorders. I'm especially delighted that Dr. Georgiades' family and friends are able to be with us too. This includes from Cyprus, Stelios' parents, Pampos and Irene Georgiades, Sister Maria and Brother Andreas and their families. Also joining us today is Stelios' wife, Kathy Georgiades, who is also a very prominent researcher here at McMaster, and their children, Harris and Katerina. Together, this event has gathered people from Cyprus, from Greece, from Italy, England, the United States, and Canada. I would now like to introduce and invite McMaster's President and Vice Chancellor, Dr. David Farrar, to provide a welcome to McMaster.
Thank you, Paul. As Dr. O'Byrne has mentioned, today we're announcing both the creation of the McMaster Children's Hospital Chair in Autism and Neurodevelopment and announcing Professor Stelios Georgiades as the inaugural chairholder. The creation of the chair was made possible because of the close collaboration between our academic hospital partner, Hamilton Health Sciences, the McMaster Children's Hospital, and the generous donors to the Hamilton Health Sciences Foundation. Together with Stelios' colleagues from the Department of Psychiatry and Behavioral Neuroscience, they've created this new position. I'm proud of the partnership between McMaster and Hamilton Health Sciences and of our shared goals of discovery and innovation. We are deeply focused on the health and well-being of people and particularly children, our next generation. We're committed to supporting them through their challenges and transforming and improving their lives. These research chairs are particularly important to the university as they allow us to attract and keep the best people like Dr. Stelios Georgiades, who, while building his career here, has become a leader in his field. These chairs allow us to invest in important health-related areas which are not receiving sufficient attention. Our new chair will address the desperate need for research evidence to improve the lives of children with autism and neurodevelopmental issues. I'd like to thank the partners for their commitment to creating and disseminating knowledge and the betterment of society. Congratulations, Stelios. I know how proud we are of you today, and you must be proud, and your family, I know, are here, and I'm sure they're proud of you as well. I'd also like to thank Dr. Nick Cates and the members of the Department of Psychiatry and Behavioral Neuroscience for your dedication to further advancing this important field.
Thank you very much, President Farrar, for your very kind and thoughtful comments. And it's now my great pleasure to introduce Rob McIsaac, who's the President and CEO of Hamilton Health Sciences, to make a few remarks today.
Yeah, thanks very much, Paul, and good afternoon, everybody. What a great pleasure it is to be here with all of you to share in the announcement of McMaster Children's Hospital Chair in Autism and Neurodevelopment. This is just one more example of the collaboration that takes place between Hamilton Health Sciences and McMaster University, which we're very grateful for. We have a very strong research program here at Hamilton Health Sciences. We are often within the top 5, within the top 3 research hospitals in Canada. As an academic teaching hospital, the role we play with the size and diversity of our patient population is really critical to the advancement of so many research initiatives. Hamilton Health Sciences is a leader in many clinical programs, and this role provides an opportunity to expand our work in autism and neurodevelopmental research on a national scale. McMaster Children's Hospital is already recognized in many areas of pediatric clinical care and research, and this new role will expand the overall awareness of our pediatric research program and help attract new talent to our team. On behalf of Hamilton Health Sciences, I want to extend my sincere congratulations to Dr. Georgiades as the inaugural chair. Stelios is a well-regarded voice and advocate on pediatric health policy issues and has driven many clinical advances in this area. I have the greatest respect for Stelios, and he is always reaching out and inviting me to events, which I'm very grateful for because it allows me to keep up with his research and the important work that he and his colleagues are doing. I think there's little doubt that with Stelios' passionate and steadfast leadership, we will continue to improve care and support for individuals and their families by expanding our knowledge, enhancing our partnerships, and strengthening linkages between innovative research and evidence-based patient care. I have to always also say that Stelios has been such a great example of involving patients and their families in his research, and that's something I think we can be very proud of, and such a leading edge approach to doing the research that he does. So having said all of that, once again, congratulations, Stelios. I'm very happy for you. And now I'm pleased to introduce my colleague, Bruce Squires, who is president of McMaster Children's Hospital, to say a few words. Bruce.
Thanks very much, Rob. I'm really honored and pleased to join so many leaders in health and research and education here in Hamilton today. When Dr. Nick Cates and I discussed the idea of a chair in autism and neurodevelopmental research, I was certainly excited about the opportunity. McMaster Children's Hospital plays a powerful leadership role in the provincial and national stage when it comes to autism care, advocacy, and policy. And by advancing this chair, we're solidifying our national leadership for research in this same area. Most importantly to me, the work enabled by this chair will benefit patients and their families today and into the future. It offers a real-time opportunity to influence clinical treatment and practice, while at the same time influencing policymakers with evidence-based research and recommendations. Hopefully, this is driving towards a national strategy on autism. And from a hospital perspective, having this chair serves as a broader signal of our commitment to autism care and research. We expect to attract other researchers and clinicians and students while working with our foundation to generate more funding to support our work. McMaster Children's Hospital already provides care to patients with some of the most complex needs. And this chair complements that work and the work of our mental health experts. Given that 70% of patients have a dual diagnosis of ASD or autism spectrum disorder and mental illness, our combined leadership in this space will continue to grow. The team at McMaster Children's Hospital, including the Ron Joyce Children's Health Center, is doing extensive work on preparing children with chronic conditions to successfully transition to the adult care environment. As part of the continuum of care offered at Hamilton Health Sciences, this chair will provide further opportunity for us to expand and to enhance those efforts. As I close, I must say the inaugural chair could not possibly go to anyone more worthy than Dr. Georgiades. Stelios, congratulations on being awarded this honor. I can't wait to see where you take us. As I introduce Pearl Venema, Chief Executive Officer of Hamilton Health Sciences Foundation, I'd like to extend my personal appreciation to Pearl for her partnership, leadership, and support of this important work. Pearl.
Thank you, Bruce, and good afternoon, everyone. Hamilton Health Sciences Foundation is very proud to support this vital work and to make this chair possible. I would like to extend my congratulations to Stelios as the inaugural chair holder. I have been so impressed by his work that the decision to enable donor support for the chair was a priority for us. I know that the impact of Stelios's work will be transformative for patients and families. While research represents one of 4 funding pillars, the critical collaboration between a scientist such as Stelios and the foundation is fundamental in our efforts to engage donors. We are so excited by this partnership. We know there are individuals and organizations that are interested in supporting advancements in autism research, clinical care, and advocacy. We remain confident in our ability to leverage the support for this chair into other commitments that reflect the full continuum of research, clinical care, and advocacy so that this patient population and their families are supported in the best way possible. Congratulations, Stelios. We look forward to the future. The following video speaks to the importance of this chair to research and advocates of autism.
It's terrific that McMaster Children's Hospital, Hamilton Health Sciences, and McMaster University have come together to create this chair in autism and neurodevelopment. This chair offers the opportunity for collaboration and cooperation between research and clinical initiatives, will generate new knowledge, and also will be a place where there will be advocacy for people with autism spectrum disorder, including children, youth, and their families.
The presence of this new chair could help to connect researchers and clinicians together with the community in important new ways.
McMaster has a rich history related to innovations in autism care and research. The McMaster Autism Research Team was co-founded by Georgiades and Terry Bennett a few years ago, and really invigorated the McMaster autism academic community, building on his legacy.
Having a chair that encourages using a learning health system will definitely impact at a local basis, but also at a national basis.
The presence of this chair will advance the agenda for us all.
The presence of the new chair can advance this agenda both locally and nationally because it will engage community in a variety of ways to identify priorities.
The creation of this chair will allow for dedicated time to address some of the many research questions that we need to learn more about to advance care for people with autism and their families.
A new chair is essential to making a center work. Why? Because it's simply leadership.
Hi, I'm Nick Cates. I'm chair of the Department of Psychiatry and Behavioral Neurosciences at McMaster. And I really want to thank the McMaster Children's Hospital, Hamilton Health Sciences, and the Hamilton Health Sciences Foundation for their support for this really important new chair, and particularly to Bruce and Pearl, who were so instrumental in its creation and in such a remarkably short period of time, thereby continuing to strengthen our partnership and our collaboration. Also like to thank everybody involved in putting this event together, and to Stelios's family, wherever you are, to say, Kalos Itate, welcome. It was about 6 years ago when Stelios approached me and asked me if the department would be willing to pay for a pizza lunch for a meeting he wanted to hold that would bring together individuals across McMaster who were interested in autism research. Ignoring the obvious questions like, will there be pineapple on the pizza? And being carried along, not for the last time, by Stelios's enthusiasm, I told him I would be happy to support the event. And those 4 large pizzas, no pineapple, in case you were wondering, may have been the best investment a department chair ever made, because that lunch led to the creation of the McMaster Autism Research Team, McArt, which has become a formidable and internationally renowned collective of over 40 researchers from 7 different faculties across McMaster. It's been remarkable to see it go from strength to strength with its research successes, translation of new knowledge, but also in building networks of colleagues across the country, organizing conferences, advocating powerfully for children living with ASD and other neurodevelopmental disorders and their families, and training the next generation of researchers. And while many people played important roles, the driving force behind all of this was Stelios, the inaugural holder of the McMaster Children's Hospital Chair in Autism and Neurodevelopment. Since joining our department just 8 years ago, Stelios, and he's someone who, like Prince, Madonna, or Drake, is known everywhere simply by a single name, has emerged as a researcher of growing repute in his own right, who has made important contributions to our understanding of the course of autism spectrum disorders. And as a gifted and innovative teacher and mentor, an effective, caring, and respectful advocate for people living with ASD and their families, and a supportive collaborator with the ability to bring people together to establish a common agenda and bring it to completion. But in all of these achievements, what has struck me, I think above all else, has been Stelios's leadership abilities. To everything he takes on, he brings a vision of what needs to be accomplished, the interpersonal skills and sensitivities that bring out the best in people, the drive, energy, and creativity to make things happen, and an understanding of systems and organizations that has helped to build partnerships and networks where none previously existed, especially with major organizations such as CASDA, Autism Speaks, the Sinead Foundation, and Autism Ontario. This chair is such a richly deserved and well-earned recognition, Stelios, and we're all really excited to see what you're going to accomplish and how it will enable you to further build on the fantastic foundation you've already laid down, making McMaster and Hamilton Health Sciences the leading centre for autism research in Canada, but above all, in improving the care and the lives of people living with ASD and other neurodevelopmental disorders and their families. And a few of your friends and colleagues would also like to say something about our new chairholder.
This is an astonishing achievement, Stelios, and so well deserved.
Every so often, you come across a researcher who extends him or herself to address important issues of the community, and you are one of those.
I'm absolutely thrilled that Stelios has been chosen to be the inaugural chairholder. I've known Stelios for many years when he started working as a research assistant with Peter Zitmari's research team. And although he's gained expertise and gravitas over that time, he was the classy, informed, collaborative, wonderful person that he is today.
Stelios is an excellent choice for the inaugural chair in autism and neurodevelopment. He is a leader in so many areas.
Over the past decade, Dr. Stelios Georgiades has not only become a trusted colleague, but a true friend, and most importantly, a mentor in successful partnership and collaboration.
I honestly cannot think of a better person to become the first chair or to lead a national or internationally renowned center in this world of autism.
I believe that Stelios is ideally suited to be the first chairholder because he is connected, committed, and passionate about building links with a broad range of partners to bring an evidence-informed dimension to the development of both policy and the implementation of new programs.
I remember when you first came to the Offord Center, you were a research assistant many, many years ago, and your trajectory since that time has been astonishing and amazing, and a real testament to your fantastic skills and abilities.
Stelios, as the inaugural chair, is well suited for this because of his leadership, his energy, and the vision that he brings forward.
Stelios checks off all the boxes for what you would want in the most effective leader.
As an influential leader, Stelios always emphasizes the importance of partnership and collaboration at the core of his work.
Stelios is the perfect person to take on this challenge and to leverage these opportunities to advance research in this area.
He has laid a solid foundation for the chair by leading the McMaster Autism Research Team over the last 5 years in a program of impactful, community-engaged research.
I've always respected your work and your commitment to the community. Your research recognizes the heterogeneity of individuals with autism, confirming that optimal outcome goes well beyond traditional measures of IQ and spoken language.
Stelios is a leader beyond the academic institution. He has worked with stakeholder groups and governments locally, provincially, and nationally.
He thoughtfully brings people together to cause meaningful change.
He has an unparalleled enthusiasm, I think, for helping families.
He's a brilliant researcher, a gifted educator, and really an engaging and collaborative leader, equally at ease with families and clinicians and senior policymakers. I'm sure I join many people in congratulating Stelios and congratulating McMaster for this really exciting announcement.
Congratulations, Stelios, on being the inaugural chairholder.
Congratulations, Stelios, and we look forward to working with you at CASA and with all our member organizations.
Sinkaratiria, Stelios. All the best. Bye-bye.
And now it's my great pleasure to introduce the first holder of the McMaster Children's Hospital Chair in Autism and Neurodevelopment, Dr. Stelios Georgiades, otherwise known as Stelios.
Thanks very much, Nick. I want to start by thanking the leaders of our amazing institutions. President Farrar and Vice President and Dean O'Byrne at McMaster University, President McIsaac at Hamilton Health Sciences, President Squires at McMaster Children's Hospital, President Venema at Hamilton Health Sciences Foundation, and of course, the chair of the Department of Psychiatry and Behavioral Neurosciences, Nick Cates, who has worked so hard to make this happen. Thank you all for your support and encouragement over the years, and for your commitment to excellence in education, research, and clinical care. I know how busy you all are with so many items on your agenda. Your attention and commitment to autism and neurodevelopment is making a difference. Thank you to our partner community organizations, the Canadian ASD Alliance, CASDA, Autism Space Canada, Autism Ontario, and the CNIV Family Foundation. The mandate of this chair is a reflection of our shared vision. Thank you to my brilliant colleagues from across Canada and around the world, and my trusted friends and colleagues at the Offord Centre and McArt. I am proud of the work we do together. Thank you to my students for letting me challenge them, for challenging me back, and for allowing me to learn with them. Thank you to my friend and mentor, Peter Zapmari, who has taught me how to collaborate and lead with integrity, and how to create safe spaces for people to feel a sense of belonging. To my friends and family who are watching from all over the world, thank you. Ευχαριστώ. Special thanks to my parents, Pampos and Irini, who are watching in Cyprus. What many people don't know is that my parents are refugees. Life was not easy for them, but they raised us to be fair, to stand proud and stand strong, to appreciate what we have, and to always try to help others. Σας ευχαριστώ. Thank you to my wife, Katholiki, and my amazing children, Haris and Katerina, for your unconditional love and support, and for always believing in me. I am proud of you and our family. Σας αγαπώ. Honor, recognition, commitment. These are the three words that describe my thoughts and feelings right now. This chair is an honor for myself, my family, my team, my colleagues, my teachers, and my students. This chair is a recognition of everything we have accomplished to date as a team, of the importance of constructive collaboration for collective impact. This chair is a commitment to advancing and improving the way we teach, the way we learn, the way we work together, the way we serve children and families. As you all know, the needs of children with autism and neurodevelopmental conditions have never been higher. Despite the significant progress and the hard work of clinicians, researchers, educators, policymakers, and advocates across our province and across our country, many of these needs remain unmet. Moving forward, we must do better to understand these needs, but also the important strengths in children and families. We must do better to understand the assets and gaps at the systems level, what works and what doesn't work, and then bring the right people and organizations together to design, implement the research policies and programs to ensure the timely and equitable provision of evidence-based services to help all children and their families reach their full potential and live fulfilling lives. Funds from this research chair will support numerous research and training initiatives. Today, I want to highlight two of these initiatives. Number one, the expansion of a large multi-site study, the Pediatric Autism Research Cohort, or PARC study, to examine the diverse and changing trajectories of 1,000 children across 6 sites with autism and their families as they move through the different systems of care. And number two, the creation of learning health networks for neurodevelopment at the regional, provincial, and national level to align research, training, policy, and practice for continuous improvement and innovation in services and supports for children with autism and neurodevelopmental conditions. We have a lot of work to do, and we have the right people and the right partners to do it well. I want to close by thanking the children and families who have worked with us over the years. You are the inspiration to everything we do. You show us the way forward, and we are honored to walk with you on this journey. Thanks again for being here today and for everything you do for us. I will now introduce a video from Rose Valonio, a parent of a child with autism.
I first met Stelios about 13 years ago at a workshop when our family began this journey, and I've had the pleasure of interacting with him in the years that have passed since then, whether through the Pathways in Autism study, which our family is a part of, or through participation in committees and in roundtable discussions. As a parent of a child with autism, I take great comfort in knowing that Stelios has been appointed as this new chair, because I know that he will be a strong and effective voice and will represent us well in that important task of advocating for the needs of our children and in moving things forward and in the right direction toward a system in which our children can receive the services they need when they need them. My warmest congratulations to you, Stelios, on this well-deserved appointment, and thank you for all the hard work you have already done and will continue to do for our families.
Well, I would like to end this wonderful celebratory event this afternoon by thanking all the speakers, including those who joined here and, of course, on video, for their enthusiasm and their support and encouragement of Stelios and all that he does. And, of course, congratulations once again, Stelios. We have every confidence in your continuing success in this immensely important area of research and clinical care. I want to thank everybody for joining this afternoon and for adding your support and congratulations to Stelios on this achievement. Thank you all very much and have a very enjoyable rest of the day.